Hello viewers, so it's been quite a couple of weeks on the channel. I've been working on some projects behind the scenes, things that are going to help grow VVV in the future and get you more involved as a community in what we do. Every now and again, sometimes I work on the content, sometimes I work on other things behind the scenes. I've been putting a bit of work into structuring and where we're going with the website as well. We're on the website all the time, always lots of news on the website and daily content on there, so get on there and check it out. We've got the discuss system so that we can get more of you commenting and involved, and you'll always find me on there. But regarding the video content, it will get back into gear in the next few weeks, and of course we'll have more Project Cars content coming for you very soon as well. Do keep an eye out for that on the channel. But looking at the website, of course, there's been a lot of news to catch up on the website recently. Of course, we've got the Assetto Corsa Dream Pack DLC coming soon, all those cars picked by the community, and the Nordschleife in there as well. Elsewhere, we've had McLaren MP430 coming to iRacing. That was a big surprise this week, and of course Monza, which they've talked about for some time as well. And on the 20th of March, Ride is being released. We've got there now 31 tracks, 15 locations, spread over 15 locations, and of course, what are we, 113 bikes from 14 manufacturers as well. Some people complaining that some of the bikes have been replicated. You know, I think it's just one of those things when you sign up with an official manufacturer, you know, if you've got the option of using those bikes, then you take advantage of those options. But either way, Ride's shaping up in terms of a package to be pretty solid. Question is, how polished will it be? Certainly the visuals at the moment seem like they need a bit of work. The track surface is the one area that I'm concerned about. It looks a bit bland, it looks a bit sterile, and I think if they weathered the track surface, it would give the whole game a much better feel, especially in terms of feeling of movement as well. We've got a highly detailed report coming from Martin on the website very soon. Lots of behind the scenes coverage looking into the game, as well as an interview with one of the designers on the project. So looking forward to seeing what Martin's managed to get out of that one. Of course, elsewhere there's been a dev diary released today for Sebastian Loeb Rally, coming out later this year. It'll be interesting to see what Milestone are doing with that as well. Certainly visually it looks to be the best of the new Milestone games that are on their way. The interview itself is dubbed, a little bit cheesy, but we'll wait and see what that turns out like. And other than that, the coverage of the new racing games should get back to normal. I've been meaning to cover the crew a bit more. That's still going to come. Of course, Project Cars coverage, bit of race from experience as well. I need to check out the hill climb pack that was released for that recently. We'll get onto all this gameplay, so there's lots of gameplay coming on the channel. Elsewhere though, I've been following the F1, of course, F1 testing, and hearing about Fernando Alonso's crash. The news today that he had lost 20 years of his memory. He thought it was 95 and he was 13 years old. His memories gradually come back again. We wish Fernando Alonso well, but certainly it sounded like a tricky sort of crash for him. You know, the actual incident itself, a bit curious. The car wasn't heavily damaged, but however it affected him in the car, certainly he's been affected. And I think given the legal contracts and the insurance for all these drivers, I think everyone's just playing it safe that he's absolutely fine before he gets back into the car. I think McLaren also know that there's no point risking for the Australian Grand Prix when it's still going to be essentially an extended test session for them. But I am looking forward to when they can get that car running. Certainly all the drivers saying that the car has good balance in terms of its mechanical grip. So if they can make it work properly, then clearly it could potentially be a contender later in the year. But looking at the season so far and testing, Mercedes seem to be very strong, well out there, and it seems like there's going to be a battle, a tight battle in terms of Red Bull and Ferrari competing along with Williams there as well. So midfield battle could be very strong. ManaGP passed their crash test today. I look forward to seeing how they get on, though I have to admit it sounds to me that they'll be lucky to qualify, and then you have to ask yourself, is there any point sometimes to continuing the F1 season when you know they may not make it through and they're not even going to be competing with, say, Caterham. So in terms of that elusive point, who are they going to be competing with this year? And there are other teams struggling as well financially. So F1, it's going to be an interesting season. I just can't help but feel that it's going to be more about how the money's divided amongst the teams again, rather than the actual racing on track. And there's not going to be enough competitive options for different winners again. It's just going to be the Mercedes. But we'll wait and see how that turns out. But in general, gaming wise, I'm looking forward to Project Cars coming very soon. Certainly Project Cars is a big one on my list. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing how it performs on the PS4, and I think the new content we have very soon will show how much it's moved forward as well. And on the Xbox One, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing how it's converted to Xbox One, bearing in mind we've seen nothing on it so far. Of course, I'll be using my PC as well. But that's it for this little blog. Thank you as well to Ashens for the quick mention, the shout out he gave us a week or so ago. That was a nice little surprise for us on the channel as well, and a little boost as well. And I know it's been quite quiet over the past couple of weeks, but if you have any questions, do feel free to throw them at me, and hopefully I can announce in the next couple of weeks what I've been doing during these last couple of weeks, and you know, really sort of look to plans for the future and how we intend to grow VVV and get you all more involved. But that's it from me for now. As ever, more soon.